I'm guessing you're here because you want to improve your cinematography skills. Well, guess what? You've come to the right place because I'm going to go over 100 different shots you could do with your camera, breaking down 10 at a time, starting with the super basic ones, going into more advanced techniques that the masters use. I'm going to share tips on how to shoot these techniques, what lenses to use, and the reasoning behind the shots. Plus, we're going to look at popular films using these techniques in action. Number 1, eye level shot. Position the camera at the subject's eye level. This creates a natural perspective relatable to the audience. The best lenses to use are a 35 or a 50mm prime lens. The bus stop scenes in Forrest Gump show a nice eye-level shot while he's telling stories to strangers. This makes it seem that Forrest is personable and relatable. Pulp Fiction uses the eye-level shot a little different. They're in a diner talking to each other, and it's almost as if they're talking to us because we're at eye level, but the eyes shift off to the side a little bit, so they're talking to each other as characters. But it shows the dynamic that they are equals, but it also creates tension in the dialogue. Number 2, low angle shot. Place the camera below the subject, looking up. This makes the subject appear powerful and imposing. The best lenses are 24 to 35mm wide angle. Star Wars: A New Hope introduces Darth Vader at a low angle, which makes him appear powerful and intimidating. This shot is from Dark Knight. Most Batman movies show Batman at a low angle. This emphasizes his dominance and heroism. Number 3, the high angle. Position the camera above the subject, looking down. This makes the subject seem weak and vulnerable. The best lenses to use are the 35 to 50mm prime lenses. The classic film Psycho uses a high angle shot. After the famous shower scene, this makes her look vulnerable and powerless. The Avengers, when the Hulk smashes Loki, before that happens, Loki is shot at a low angle, making him seem powerful. But then the Hulk smashes him, and now it shows him from a high angle, making him look weak and humiliated. Number 4, over the shoulder shot. Position the camera behind the character, leaving part of their shoulder in the shot. This builds intimacy within the conversation and focuses on the reactions of the actors. The best lenses are the 50 to the 85mm. Clarice and Hannibal Lecter's conversations seem more intimate because they use the over-the-shoulder shot and Silence of the Lambs. The Matrix does an over-the-shoulder shot a little bit wider. You can even see the chair in the shot. This shows the student-mentor relationship between Morpheus and Neo. Number 5, Dutch angles. Tilt the camera off the horizon axis. Make it a little crooked. This conveys disorientation, tension, and unease. 24 to 35mm wide angle lens works best. The Third Man, an old black and white film from 1949. They use Dutch angles to create that unsettling atmosphere of a post-war Vienna. Battlefield Earth. This film overuses Dutch angles. I mean, the whole film is a Dutch angle. The shots create a continuous sense of unease and awkwardness. Number 6, wide shot. Frame the subject with plenty of space around them. This establishes the setting and context of where am I? A nice wide angle lens, 18 to 24mm, works best. You could even go wider. The desert scenes in Lawrence of Arabia shows the vast barren landscape, emphasizing the smallness of Lawrence. Mad Max. You cannot have this movie without wide shots. It shows the desolation of the desert, the landscape, the chaos, the vehicles and combat. That you want to see it all. Number 7, medium shot. Frame the subject from the waist up. The medium shot is good for dialogue because it shows part of the body and details of the facial expressions. Good lenses would be 35 to 50mm prime lenses. The Social Network uses medium shots to capture both body language and facial expressions. The action training scenes in The Matrix between Neo and Morpheus are mostly mid shots because you could see the action within their kung fu, but also the facial expressions. Number 8, close up. Frame the subject's face tightly. This highlights emotion and intensity. Good lenses would be 85 to 100mm. I love those prime lenses. Silence of the Lambs would be nothing without the close-ups of Hannibal Lecter's face. That man is creepy. And adding Clarice's subtle but terrified looking reactions creates that uneasy intimacy and intensity. Requiem for a Dream, when they're on drugs, it shows the claustrophobic, intense feeling within the atmosphere and the feeling of what they're going through. Number 9, extreme close-up. Frame a specific part of the subject's face like eyes or mouth or even an object. Just get really close. Great lenses for this are the 100mm to the 35mm macro lenses because we're getting close and we want detail. Pulp Fiction, the extreme close-up of Mia Wallace's lips intensifies her character's allure. Kill Bill, the extreme close-ups intensifies her drive for vengeance. Number 10, establishing shot. It's similar to the wide shot, but without characters in the scene. So you want to frame a wide shot of where you are. This provides the audience with the environment and context of what type of atmosphere they are in. A good lens for this is the 18 to the 24mm. Wider the better usually, as long as it doesn't distort the image, unless you're going for that look. The Shining from 1980 has a great long wide establishing shot of the car driving through the mountains and then leading up to the isolation of the overlook of the hotel. It really gives you a sense of being out in the middle of nowhere. Establishing shots like the one in the Grand Budapest Hotel sets the quirky and nostalgic tone that the film takes you on. That wraps up this video. Make sure to watch the other parts of this series and make it all the way to number 100, which will be in the 10th video. There's not 100 videos, there's only 10. Don't forget to check out my real-time editing videos and also my indie film critique videos. And if you want your film critiqued by me, reach out. My contact is somewhere. You can find it and get yourself the free ebook, Mastering Storytelling. It's gonna help your filmmaking skills skyrocket because story is king. Anyways, all the links are in the description below. You guys have a fabulous day. Okay, bye!